Hey everybody. So I got this '02 Grand Cherokee Overland Edition here. I got it for free because power steering went out in the dude's parking lot, driveway of his house, whatever. Just wanted it out of the way. Got it to the house and, she leaked everything, coolant, hydraulic fluid. So everything on the front of the motor was clapped out. We got a new all new pulleys, water pump, all that fun stuff, new power steering pump. So replaced on that guy. Thought everything was fine. Started hearing it squealing. I'm like, what the heck? It's low on fluid. Keep topping it off, and I was noticing on the old one, I kept having fluid pooling up right here. And I'm like, okay, well, the O-ring's bad down in there. So, replaced on the O-ring. No, same thing. I'm just scratching my head like, what the heck is going on here? Finally, I noticed on this old hose, bam. So what was happening is it was leaking all the way up here, trickling down the hose and pooling up on the top of that, making me think the fitting was leaking. So, bought one new hose, and it was completely wrong at O'Reilly's, and they didn't even have a part number for the one for this, or they couldn't figure it out. I don't know. Got this guy at Advance, and I like this hose a lot better. I'll go into that in just a second. The first thing, if you buy one of these replacement power steering line hoses for one of these hydraulic fan V8 jobs, this fitting is wrong. Well, it's the right thread pitch, but the one that came on this new hose had like probably a ½ inch of unthreaded collar at the bottom. And this factory one did not. See, focus. So this factory one, I assume it's factory. I mean, it looks pretty old. The threads start way down there right against the flare. This one was not like that. Could not get it started. I fought with it. Finally, I was just sitting there staring at it, and I'm like, well, that's different than this. So I literally just put the thing in a vise and very gingerly took a Dremel and cut the unthreaded portion off of the this part on the new hose. After I did that, threaded's down in there, absolutely perfect. Seats, everything's hunky-dory. So going into what I like about this Advance hose, even though you do have to modify this to make it work in the pump, that's not a big deal, but it's a 3-piece hose. So like this guy is just a crimped together, non-really serviceable, or at least not field serviceable hose. So if that thing pops and you're out on a trail, you're swapping the whole thing out. This one is pretty cool. So you got this power steering fitting and the hard pipe, and then it goes to, like, I guess this is just a standard AN hydraulic fitting and regular hydraulic hose in another fitting. So the soft hose portion of this kit is field replaceable. You just take it off, and then the hard pipe goes down in there and goes into the fan. That all fits great. So I'm pretty happy with this. I still got to tighten these down, but I might have to take this back loose again and give it a little bit of bend to get this radiator hose back on and happy. But the radiator hose rubs the factory one too, so it's not the best design. Thanks, Chrysler. But anyways, I just wanted to throw this out there for anybody that's having power steering hose issues on these V8 Jeeps. It's weird. You go looking for a replacement hose and they try to, I bought one at 2 different places, and I get home and it was wrong. The bends in the hard pipe would be wildly wrong or something. So finally found this at Advance, and I like it. I mean, yeah, you still have to modify it a little bit to get it on there, but it's 3 pieces. So, you know, you can service this. If this gets a hole wore in it, dry rots, whatever, just take this off, get a regular short piece of hydraulic hose, tighten it down, you're good. So yeah, there you go. That's hopefully the end of my hydraulic issue escapades.